Happy New Year. This is Miss Lally. Checking out my plants. The calendula look like it may have met its match. Maybe. Because the green still looks kind of good, but the flower heads, not so good. I don't know about these kale plants over here. It is in the 20s here. Wind chills are probably definitely in the teens. I have carrots here. Get down in there. I don't know if you can see that. I have some carrots down there. Rosemary seems to be able to handle the cold temperatures and the frigid air out here. This is another batch of kale. I don't know. I mean, it's been in the 20s, teens overnight, and it's windy out here. I don't know, they look, and actually when I looked outside earlier this morning, because it's around 10, I looked outside around, I believe it was 7 or 8, and they look worse. So they now have the sun beaming on them now. Maybe they're trying to recover. Some Brussels sprouts. Cabbage, collard greens. There's been no growth out here. It's been very cold. Tatsoi, more kale over there. Some more Georgia collards right there. And hasn't really been any growth, which I can understand. It's very cold out here now. My blueberry, let's see, trying to focus in on that some more. The blueberry, look at my fingers, it's cold out here. No extra growth. Everything seems to have stopped in its tracks for the time being. My Swiss chard is right there. I'd be surprised if that starts growing some more. These leeks right here don't look too bad. They really don't look too bad. So not much has been going on in my garden. Haven't been out here because it's just been so cold. But that's okay. It's January. It's time to start getting prepared for the new year. I'm going to be looking to start seeds in the wintertime called winter sown. So I'm going to be working on getting that started up. And once I get those seeds set up, I will set them outside and leave them outside and wait for them to germinate. So just want to give you an update on what's going on in my garden, which is pretty much nothing. Everything is cold and quiet out here. It's all cold and quiet. So until next time, have a great day and Happy New Year, and God bless you in 2018. Good morning, this is Miss Lally, and it's around 11:30 here on the East Coast. And what you're looking at right there is, I don't know, can I call it a block of ice that was in my white bucket right there. And I thought about it. I said, all that water sitting in that bucket is going to freeze, and I don't want it to bust my bucket. But what it actually started to do was, if you could see that where it started to bend, it did bend my bucket. Let's see. So here's the top of the bucket. It's not completely flat like it was before, the very top of it. But all of this was sitting in there, and the water molecules started to expand, and they went downward and bent my bucket a little bit. But fortunately, didn't bust my bucket, because I turned it upside down like it is and let it sit out here, hoping that the sun would melt the water just a little bit on the outside of the block and it will fall out, and that's exactly what it did. And this thing is solid. I mean, it's solid. I had to go somewhere, so my vehicle was, the temperature that my vehicle was reading was 19 degrees. It's a little breezy here. We are expecting to get possibly 3 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow. So I don't know what that means for the future of my fall gardening experience. The kale looks very sad, just literally drooping over. Swiss chard doesn't look good, but these are cold hardy. But I don't know how well they do when they get down to the teens, low 20s and the teens. So we'll see. But at any rate, I'm still excited that I was able to do some fall gardening, that I was able to harvest some greens, some kale, collard greens, trying to grow some Brussels sprouts. I don't know what this cold temp's going to do. Did sample some of the Swiss chard. So this gives me something to look forward to this year, for fall of this year. But I am now excited about getting started with trying to do winter sown garden. Well, winter sown, where I start my seeds off in the winter, and I will bring them outside and let them sit. Most likely I'm going to keep them in this area of the yard. This whole area gets the most sun throughout the day, and this is where I kept my seeds when I winter sown last year, pretty much in this area of the yard. So I will let them sit out here and be under the sun, the cool, the elements, the snow, rain, whatever comes for the rest of January, February into March, and wait for them to germinate. So that's another update for today. Today is January 2nd, and tomorrow we are expecting some snow. So I'm going to try to maybe get a little video of that. Good morning. It is January 3rd, and the day that the snow is to come to our area. Later on today, I believe around possibly 3, 4, 5, something like that. Schools are already shutting down on the East Coast in North Carolina. Not here in Virginia just yet. The schools are canceling their after-school activities, but we got a hard frost right about now, and on top of this hard frost comes today is a snow of 4 to 6 inches possibly. Not that that's not that much compared to other areas in the country, but for us, that can be a lot. So I will update you later on today to see what's going on. Good morning. This is Miss Lally, and I am videotaping this from inside my warm and cozy home. We got a lot of snow. I didn't think it was that bad until my husband went to work, or tried to go to work, I'll say. He left to go later after his work time started because he couldn't get out the driveway, so someone was picking him up. But he stepped in the snow this morning and it was deep. I didn't think it was that deep. They said we're supposed to get in between 8 to 10 inches of snow. And just looking at the snow like on the porch rail earlier this morning, I didn't think it was that deep, but apparently it is. And so I thought I was going to go outside and give you a close-up of what's going on in my backyard and how the snow covered my garden, but not so. It is cold, very cold. It is windy and still snowing, very light. We didn't get big snowflakes. We got those little small, kind of like ice pellet snowflakes. I'm videotaping from back room, and this is how the snow is sticking to the window. So this is going to be hanging around for the next 3 or 4 days because the temperatures are not going to go up. They're going to be in the low 20s down to the teens. Maybe with the wind chill, maybe get down to the single digits, especially at night. So this snow is not going anywhere anytime soon. But come Monday, they said our temperature is going to go back up into like either 40s or 50s. So today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this is what we're going to be dealing with. And I will be quite surprised because let's see, right there where my fall garden is, I will be quite surprised if after the temperatures lighten up, if they will, not lighten up, warm back up some, if I will get some growth from my kale and collards. Will the Brussels sprouts recover from this? I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see how this is going to turn out. So hope everyone is safe and warm. If you're dealing with the snow, or if you're not dealing with the snow, I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching.